Okay guys, we're back, and what I've realized going through the Emmy process for recipes is we're going to have to go to the nether. I hadn't exactly planned on going to the nether right now, but we need nether quartz. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to go out here and we are going to build a nether portal. A nether portal is built up of obsidian and a flint and steel. And what we are going to do is I think we're just going to put it right here. We're just going to go ahead and build it. Let's see here. Knock out 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Then we're going to put down our obsidian. It's 4 wide and 4 high. 0, 1, 2, 3. 1, oops, 2, 3. And let's see if we can get up here. There we go. Let's see if we have anything else to build with here. We don't. Give me that dirt. There we go. Or hardened clay, sorry. We'll just go ahead and put 2 of them up there. Let's see here. Does that look right? That does look right. So let me knock these out. Get rid of this real quick. Couple of seconds here. Almost done. There we go. Alright, and then first thing we're going to do is build a flint and steel, which is an iron ingot and a piece of flint. You get flint and steel. You need this to activate the portal. So let's go over here and click it. And there we go. The reason I built it outside is because it makes this noise that you hear. And if that's inside your building, sometimes it gets a little bit annoying. So, alright, let's go into the nether. Here we go. Alright guys, we are in the nether, and oh my goodness, it did not spawn us where I wanted to. It spawned us right into a castle, which is kind of cool, but also not real cool, because we weren't exactly prepared to come into a castle at this point. So, we'll have to be careful. But what we are looking for is this right here. It's, well, no, I thought that was nether quartz. Here we go. This is what we're looking for. And with our mighty pinky, we will get this taken care of fairly quickly. Okay guys, we just got back from the nether. We got a little bit. Let me get inside here as soon as I figure out where we came from. There we go. And we'll go over what we got. Okay, as you can see, we've got quite a bit of stuff. We got a little bit of nether saltpeter. We got this alderite, which I have no idea what it is. We have netherrack. We have medicidium, which I don't know what it is either. Calendarite, don't know. This one, and then we got some flesh, which I thought was just funny to get. Some magnatus. A bunch of these, I don't, shadow iron, no idea what these are. So I think we'll just put them in a chest by their own, but we went for nether quartz, which we need. So I'll go ahead and put our nether quartz here in our, what I'm calling our ME chest, because this is all the things that we're needing for the ME chest, or for the ME system. So I'm just putting it in this chest, gathering supplies. Alright guys, we're back, and as you can see, I have knocked out the wall behind all these machines because we're going to pick them up and move them back a little. We want to kind of hide the machines in the wall so it looks just a little better. For right now, we'll just go ahead and pick them all up, and then we'll start making our ME computer. Let's see here, there we go. Get all these picked all up. Move all the wires. There we go. And I don't think that'll move, so let's just knock it down. There we go. Okay, the first thing we have to make here is an ME controller. Go ahead and show you what that looks like. Okay, here we go. ME controller. Okay, it's fluix crystals, an advanced processor, and 4 pieces of iron. Okay, so first off, we're going to have to make the fluix crystals, which is just a Certus quartz, 1 redstone, and 1 nether quartz. So, okay, that's the first part. Then the second part will be this advanced processor. We'll use the second step here of making the advanced processor assembly, which is simply a quartz cutting knife, 2 redstone, 1 diamond, and a piece of silicone. The quartz cutting knife is 2 sticks, 2 pieces of quartz, and a piece of iron. Let's see here, where were we? Go one more. And then the silicone here is just simply smelting either nether quartz or Certus quartz dust. Okay guys, now we have our Emmy controller made. I've measured the distance of this little section here, and this torch right here is the middle. So we're going to go ahead and put down the Emmy controller for now. It has no power. We could run power to it up there. Had to put the redstone furnace back because we're going to need it a little bit. The next thing we're going to have to do is make an access terminal. So let's go ahead and look up that. Looks like right here it is. Looks like it's going to be 4 iron, 3 glass, a conversion matrix, and an Emmy cable. Emmy cable is going to be Fluix dust and 6 pieces of glass, which will give us 3. The Fluix dust is Certus dust, quartz dust, and redstone. So let's see here. Let's see what the conversion matrix is. It is Emmy basic processor, which is the same as the diamond one, except for made with gold. More of the Fluix dust, iron ingot, and some nether quartz. So when I get all those crafted, we'll be back. Okay guys, we have all the parts to make the access terminal, so we'll go ahead and just get that out there. Alright, and then we're going to go ahead and put it, let's see here, we'll just put it right down here. And there we go. Now we have our access terminal put up. Next thing we are going to do is to make an Emmy drive. You can make an Emmy chest, but to me that's just really a waste of time. So we'll go ahead and make this Emmy drive. It's going to be 2 basic processors, 4 iron, 2 pieces of glass, and a chest. Alright guys, now we're back from that, and we have everything to make the Emmy drive. So we'll go ahead and take that. Then we'll put the Emmy drive right next to the access terminal here. And now we have an Emmy drive. So after that, we're going to make a crafting terminal. Once we get all this stuff made, then we will plug power into it. No reason to start taking power from it now when we really don't need to. Alright, let's see here. Oh, we got to make another access terminal and a storage cell. We'll be making tons of those. Just get ready for that. And a crafting table, 4 iron, and 2 pieces of glass. Alright guys, and just to show you how to make this storage cell here, it's a little bit pricey. So we've got that storage cell. Now we should have everything to build this crafting terminal. Oh, except for the little crafting table there. So now we have everything. So let's go ahead and get that done. There we go. We'll just keep lining them up here. Now we have a crafting terminal. Looks like the next thing we're going to do is we need to build our assembler group. And what this does is it's going to allow us to use that crafting terminal I just made to automatically craft things. It's going to be super awesome. And we're going to put it probably just right back here in this area. We're going to make a 4x4 section here. And it'll be 4 tall, so we're going to have to knock out some of the ceiling here. Matter of fact, yeah, it should be fine. That's not too far away. So we'll just do it there. And what it's made up of is 32 assembler containment walls, 24 heat vents, 4 crafting CPUs, and 4 pattern providers. So we'll show you what all of this stuff is in just a second here and how to make them. Assembler. That should be enough. Caps lock needs to off. Okay, so here's our assembler containment walls. It's going to be 4 pieces of gold, 4 pieces of iron, and a Certus quartz. Matter of fact, we probably have enough for 8. So what are we missing there? Looks like the iron. So let's go over here and see if we have more iron, which we do. There we go. We'll just grab a couple stacks of that. Go back and see if we can't make them all real quick. Okay guys, now we've got all of our assembler containment walls. We're going to move on to the heat vents. So let's type that in here. Okay, let's see what heat vents are made of. Heat vents are made of 4 iron bars, 4 iron ingots, and some Emmy cable. We need 24 of those. So let's get started on that. We just finished our heat vents. Now we have our CPUs, crafting CPUs. We only need 4 of those, so let's see what that takes to make. That's a crafting terminal. There we go, crafting CPU. Okay, it's going to be more advanced processors, some glowstone, and some iron ingots, and some Certus quartz. Alright, got that finished. And that last thing to build this is going to be a pattern provider. So let's look at that one. There we go, the pattern provider. Looks like it's going to be in more advanced processors, conversion matrix, and storage cells, a crafting table, and 4 iron ingots. Luckily, we only need 4 of those also. Okay, guys, and the final build on this part of it are these Emmy pattern providers. So we've got enough material to make our 4. So now we've got our 32 assembler containment walls. We've got our 4 crafting CPUs, our 4 pattern providers, and our 24 heat vents. So we're going to go back over here, and we are going to go ahead and get this thing set up. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Wrong way, huh? Okay, good. I'm glad I can do that with a pickaxe. That would really not be cool. Okay, so let's do this properly now. Alright, got it lined up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Got that set up, and then 1, 2. Well, we're gonna have to stop at 2 because I forgot to take the ceiling out, but that won't take but a second. Alright, get out the old pinky, and that looks good. There we go, and then we'll just knock out 3 more here. Okay, yeah, looks like a couple more. There we go. Alright, so that's good because it gives us something so we don't have to climb up there. Alright, so we've got that part of it. Now we put in the heat vents. You just fill the roof. You fill the floor. Fill the sides. There we go. Okay, and we're going to stop right there with the heat vents, and we are going to go with the crafting CPUs here. Just stack them up just like that. Then we'll put in our pattern providers. 2, 3, woo, not yet, there. 4. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and put in the last heat vents here. Well, there we go. And voila, we now have our main pattern computer here. What we need to do now is connect it to this Emmy controller or the access terminal. Either one doesn't matter as long as it's somewhere in the network. And it looks like we only have 1 Emmy cable, so we'll just throw her down, come back over here and make us another Emmy cable. Come on. And we just want regular Emmy cable. They have lots of different colors, so they don't interconnect and all of that stuff. But this is going to do for us right now. I forgot to take the glass. There we go. Got glass now. There we go. We just need 1 for now. 1 stack there. Take the rest of this back out and go hook this up. That's here. We did it right there. So now that'll connect to this. So we've got all of that done. I think that's probably a good point to bring in the power. So let's go over here. Oh, looks like I already have it with me. And we'll just take down the redstone furnace and the pulverizer. Pick those 2 up. Very valuable. And we'll bring the power down. Let's get rid of this one. And bring it down here. Well, I guess I didn't think about that real well. It's alright. There we go. Now we have power to the whole system except for the Emmy Drive. The problem with the Emmy Drive is it doesn't have any storage units in it. Those take forever to make. Let's just see what they take. Let's go to storage. These are probably the most expensive things that you have to make. Let me see if I can find them in here. Okay, I found them. They're back here hiding. Right here. Emmy 1K storage, 16K storage, 64K storage. Some encoded patterns, some Emmy 4K storage, a creative cell, don't know what that means, a blank pattern. So what we're going to want to make are 64K storage. You can start off with these others they'll take a little bit longer to make. But let me show you this process, and oh my gosh, is it a process. Looks fairly simple, right? Till you click on this storage cluster, which takes 3 storage blocks to make and an advanced processor. Click on the storage block. Oh, now you got 3 storage segments. Oh, now you've got 3 storage cells. Then it shows you how to make storage cells. This part takes quite a while to do because you have to make umpteen amount of these right here just to make one storage cluster. So we'll get working on that. I'll come back when we have one. Okay guys, we just finished making our 64K storage. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here and we're going to drop it in to our Emmy Drive, and you can see our Emmy Drive lights up and shows us that we have it in there, which gives us 63 different types of materials to store in here and 65,536 bytes of material that we can store in this one thing. What I figured out is it takes 27 storage cells, 9 storage segments, 3 storage blocks, and 1 storage cluster to equal this 64K storage. So it's quite a bit. If you broke down all the redstone, quartz, gold, diamonds you'd need, it'd be quite a bit. Maybe I'll figure that out and put it in the notes. But I guess for now, what we're going to do is we're going to start unloading our chests and start installing them in here. So that way we can access them. Whoops. We can access them in the terminal. So now we can just go ahead and start putting stuff in here. And what's great about it is it stacks. You can do more than 64 of one thing. See right there, it's 79. So we can just unload all of this in here, and then we don't have to store it anymore. It's just in there, and you can see that we have all those things in there. Come over here to our M64K storage, and you can see we have 17 of 63. What's even better is we can put patterns in this pattern assembler, and then we can have the computer make all that stuff for us without us having to do anything except for how many we want and making sure the material's in there, plus putting patterns into the redstone furnace and the pulverizer over here. We'll have to put interfaces on that, but we'll get more into that here in just a minute. Okay guys, what we're going to do now is we're going to make a crafting or a pattern crafter. Let's see here. Looks like it's called a pattern encoder. So let's turn around here. And there we go. Right there, pattern encoder. Looks like it's going to be a conversion matrix, 7 pieces of iron, and a crafting table. Alright guys, so I've got everything we need to go ahead and make this. Let me go ahead and type it in here, and we will see. We need an Emmy pattern. There it is. Okay, Emmy pattern encoder. I'm going to show you how this works here. We're in our crafting terminal in our Emmy computer here. Well, oh, I put it in my inventory instead of in the actual inventory. But there we go. Now we have an Emmy code pattern encoder. So that'll be good because then we can encode patterns. So we'll go ahead and put that right down here. What the pattern encoder does is it makes things where we can make a pattern. Say we're going to make more of these 64-bit storage things. So let's go ahead and put 64 in there. Okay, it's right down here at the bottom. Let's go back. There it is, right here. So we're going to make these. So what we need to do is we need to make a pattern to make this, 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 and this, and this, which we'll have to get some interfaces to tell it how to make these. But overall, we can tell it how to make all of this stuff, piece by piece. So we'll start out by actually making patterns. So let's go back down to our crafting terminal here and put down in the bottom pattern. This should bring us up some blank patterns, which we'll need to make. Ooh, it takes glowstone. Luckily we have some. So there we go. And you can take as many as you need. I think we're going to take 10 if we have them. Okay, we have ran out of, looks like, iron. and then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We'll call that good. So we'll go back down here, start at the very beginning, because we need a quartz wrench, or we need to tell the computer how to do that. What was it called? Here it is, right here, quartz cutting knife. We need to make one of those. So what we'll do is we'll wait until it shows nether quartz down here at the bottom, because we don't want to be using that. We don't want to be using Certus quartz. Nether quartz is so much easier to find than Certus. So now we've told it that, okay, we want to make this out of sticks. Matter of fact, hang on a second. Let's go back in here. Make a couple of sticks real quick. I guess we could have left that in the terminal. There we go. Okay, so I guess first thing we need to do is tell it how to make sticks, right? Because this computer is really not smart at all. So you have to tell it each and every single thing how to do. So if we tell it, bam, bam, makes 4 sticks. All right, we'll just put all the patterns up there, and we just encode one. Bam. Now we'll clear this out. We'll go over here, and we'll put this pattern in there. And see, it now knows how to make sticks. So if we come back over to here, put our wood in there, and our sticks, and we take the sticks out, see, now it says it can craft them. So if we need to craft them, we can tell it how many we want and to begin, and it'll start making sticks. So there we go. Now let's go back to our cutting knife here, wait for it to turn to quartz. There we go. And what we're going to do is we're just going to right click these 2 sticks so there's no confusion as to what kind of sticks we want it to use. So now we've got that encoded. Alright, there's the first part of what we want to do. And then we'll go back to our 64-bit storage here, or 64K. Why not? We'll just start at the top and go to the bottom. Alright, see, and even if we don't have the materials, it'll still enter it in there. So when we do build the material, it'll be in there. So we'll just encode that. There we go. And then we'll go back here. We've already done this one, so now we need it to do this one. Alright, encode. There we go. We'll go back and keep doing this until we have them all done. So, a couple things here we need to tell it how to make. We need to tell it how to make these. So there we go. We've got that. Encode. Alright. Now, one more here. There we go. Need to tell it how to make this. Encode. So right now what we're going to do is we're going to go over here and we are going to load all of these in here. So now it knows how to make all of these, right? What else we need to do is go ahead and make 2 of these. We need to make this one. See how quick that was? Bam, done. Okay, we need to actually make 2 of those. We need to make 2 of each of these. There we go. Begin. 1. Okay. Did we not tell it how to make 2? The problem is if we did, we wouldn't be able to tell because we don't have a crafting monitor. So let's go over here and go to Emmy Crafting. And we need a crafting monitor right here. So let's see if we have all of that stuff. No, we don't. Okay. So let's get rid of all of these. We'll just hit X. Go back here. We need to teach it how to make Emmy cable. There we go. We've got Emmy cable. Let's put it up in there. That'll get us to what we need to do right now. Except for we need this Emmy basic processor. So we'll go make one. And then we'll have to make another, 2 more after this one. Because right now the Emmy crafting monitor is going to tell us what it's missing, why it didn't pull out 2. Why it only pulled out 1. So we'll go ahead and put 1 in here and begin. See how it didn't go to 1? That means it's missing something. So we're going to have to figure out what it's missing to be able to get it to work. So let's put this in there. And we'll go back to our crafting terminal. Click on here. Shift click. And there we go. Now we have a crafting monitor. Alright, get rid of that. We'll put this down and see how it didn't light up. That means it is not connected to the network because this doesn't need to be connected. to work. So we will, we will move this, and then we will put the crafting monitor here, and we will put the pattern encoder here. There we go. Now we can look at the crafting monitor. See, it's missing silicone. It doesn't know how to make silicone. So what we're going to have to do is manually make silicone, which is made out of Certus quartz. So we'll give ourselves one, and we'll go over here to the redstone smeltery, and we'll make us 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'll give us enough to get going to what we need to do and be able to make a pattern to show it how to make silicone. So let's see, it's going to take the first 2, and then it should, oh no it's not, because once again it's not connected yet, which is another thing we'll have to do. We'll have to connect the redstone furnace and the pulverizer to the actual computer. So there we go. Now, instead of going and actually making it, let's do this. We put that in there, and we put that in there. We'll put a pattern up here and encode it. We'll use that encoder to make an interface here in a little bit. But for now, we are going to put our silicone in here, and then our crafting monitor should say, okay, it's done. Alright, now we have our 2. So we have these 2. What we have to do is come over here and put one through the furnace to make the advanced processor assembly. See, that's the assembly, and this is actually the processor. So there we go. Alright, now we have a basic processor. Next thing we need to do is we need to make 2 interfaces. So let's clear this out and come down here and make a couple interfaces. Okay, interface. How about that? There we go. Alright, we don't have the material to make this just yet. Let's see if we have the material to make this. No, we don't. So we need, okay, one of those, and we need 2. So we'll have to make 2 more basic processors. We already have 1. Well, we have 2. Let's do this real quick. We gotta go back down here. Make patterns. We need to tell it how to make patterns too. So why don't we do that? Let's go over here and go to pattern. Like I said, you have to teach it how to do every single thing. So let's just get rid of this and put in pattern on its own. There we go. So, hang on a second. I'm getting ahead of myself. There we go. We just need, well, we'll grab a few here. Alright. Then we ran out of, looks like glowstone. So we'll have to go to the nether and get more glowstone to keep the patterns up. But for now, we'll put that in there and encode. Now it knows how to make patterns. We're going to clear this, put this in here, and put that over there, and encode. Now these all go into machines. Whoops, let's clear this. So we don't want to put them in the other one. I'll show you what happens when you do. There we go. And encode. Alright. So we need to go back over here. Nope, nope, nope. See, all of these. Wait. There we go. This one will go in here, which tells you how to make a blank pattern. But this one is going to show how to make the assembly processor. Anyways, you can see how it's red there. That means it doesn't belong in there. So we've got to take it back out. That's because it belongs in an interface sitting on top of one of these 2. So to make the interface again, we need to have 2 of these. So we'll go ahead and heat that up, turn it from the assembly into the processor. Now we have 2. Do the same thing for the diamond, even though we don't need it right now. We will use it later on, guaranteed. So there we go. Now let's come back down here. Put these all in there. Put the Certus quartz, that too. Okay. So now let's go to the interface. See if we can't make a couple of those, if we're lucky. Interface. No, we can't, because we need these. Let's see if we can make these. 1, 2. Hey, there we go. Now we got 2 of those. We've got 2 Emmy cables. There should be no reason we can't make these. 1, What are we missing? A piece of glass, huh? So, we should have sand in here. There we go. Take a stack of sand, stick it in here. At least give us one piece of glass so we can finish this. It's our... Wait, where's it going? No, don't pulverize my glass. You goofy thing. Let's change the settings on that. Turn it off. Hurry up. There we go. Give me my glass back. I need that glass. Make sure it's not pulverizing. Okay. That's neat to know, though. You can pulverize glass back into sand. So, okay. Back to our terminal here for our interface. We'll just go ahead and manually put it in there. Now we have our interfaces. So we will take these interfaces and we will just stack them right on top. One there and one here. Okay. Now we have our interfaces. So this is for the advanced processor, and see, now that you put it in the processing, it tells you, okay, that's what I do with this. Same thing here, and same thing with the silicone. Problem is these aren't connected to this over here, so we are going to have to figure out exactly how to hook those up. We might have to reroute this power back a little bit, just so we can get some ME cable in there. Typically you could run it underneath, but these are on top, so we're not going to do that. So, alright, I went ahead and rerouted the power here, and I also went ahead and made some ME cables so we can go ahead and hook these up. Let's see here, how do we want to do this? Matter of fact, there will probably be machines put on top of these, so we're just going to go ahead and bring it along the back and drop it straight down, which hooks it in to the crafting terminal. It doesn't matter what part it hooks into, just as long as it hooks in, and then these will be automatically hooked up. One thing I did forget about is we need to make some import buses to hook to these. Or should we hook them to these? I think we'll hook them to these. Boy, it's raining pretty hard. Let's see here. Import bus. Okay, let's just try ME import. No. How about import? There we go. And we just want a basic import bus. We don't want anything fancy. Looks like we had to make another interface. A sticky piston, which we should have from that tomb we found earlier. So we'll make a couple of those. Alright, we've got our interfaces made. I need to put the sticky pistons in and the interfaces, and we'll go ahead and make these two buses here. We need two of them because we have, well, two things we need to import to and from. So what we're going to do is we are just going to knock the floor out here and hope that it's, okay, there we go. There, and there, and there, and there. Okay, we'll pick all that cobblestone up. Let's see if we can go down one more. Alright, we can go down one more just so we can see exactly what we're doing here. Alright, let's see here. Give me this one. See if they stack. Yes, they stack, so that's good. Alright, we will put this one here. We will put this one here, and they connect. Let's see, do we have any cable again? We need to connect it over. See if we have enough to make it, and we do. That's perfect, just 3 right there. So we will go 1, 2. That should hook it up perfectly. Then we'll go ahead and put the cobblestone back down. Alright, now we have that. So, theoretically, we should be able to craft this. Whoop, we don't want to do that yet. Put that back in there. Alright, we want to craft this. Let's just see if it works now. Well, we can see the redstone furnace kicked on. That's good. Now let's see if it'll actually come back over into the system. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Okay, it's done. We have not set up the furnace to export. Let's go right there. Give it a couple seconds, and pow, it's gone. And looky there, we've got it set up. So sweet. One step closer. Now we need to do the same thing over here. So that way we make sure that anything that gets pulverized gets exported out. And then on the back over here, we should probably make some export buses, which means it exports things from the system into the back of these interfaces and down into the top of the machines here. Let's just make sure that the pulverizer is set on receive. This one's already set on receive, so we know that that'll work. And then that'll get us started. So guys, you have seen a little bit of our progress here, so we're going to go ahead and cut it off for this episode. And when we come back, we're going to make some power relays and some wireless access points, some receivers, and some boosters. So that way we can use this same system from way over there. So that way we don't have to stand here the whole entire time, or if we're crafting somewhere else and we forget something, we can just pull up the wireless receiver, connect to this, and it'll all be good. So until next time, we'll see you later. And if you liked my video, please like and share. We'll see you next time.